Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everybody. So in this video, we're going to look at how to complete this drawing. We have to redraw this drawing here, this diagram here back at the new point O here. Okay, with the exact size lah. So when I say exact size means based on the dimension. Kita kena ikut sama dia. So sometimes the question can be exactly the same. I mean the dimension is the same, but sometimes maybe the drawing, the drawing from the diagram for the question, just giving you information on the dimension. So you have to check the dimension. Okay, but basically the shape, the form, okay, the design would be the same. So without further ado, let's begin. And normally what we're gonna do is we want to make we want to show all the reference line that we have here, all these line, so we know what points we have. Okay, let's begin with this point O, and then out of 10 we're gonna have a line here. So let's just draw horizontal line first. Right, I'm gonna use yellow color to show my construction line. In your case, it will be thin line, garisan nipis. Just draw a simple. Alright, so now I'm just gonna bring this guy here, compass, and check for the dimension. So we're gonna have 10 here, right, and then another 40. 10 is from here, this one, and then 40 is this one to get B or point B. And then we have this one is 25. How do I know it's this one? We have a quarter circle here with radius 25, so means that this dimension here is 25. Okay, right, so just gonna start with that first. So let's start with 10 first. 10. So I would like to remind students that this while I'm using this software, it might be not that accurate because it's quite difficult to set it really to the point and say that it's accurate. But I'm sure if you use your manual, your hand drawing, then you can get a very accurate one. So tolong buat boleh lah. So the reason I'm telling you that this is 10 mm. The reason I'm telling you that because my answer might have like a less accuracy lah. Akan lari sana sikit, lari sini sikit. But I just want you to know that in this video we want to focus on how to do the drawing, how to complete the drawing. Oh yeah, another thing while I'm doing this, I want you to know as well that standard is a standard, especially in Malaysia, that our dimension most of the time we are going to use in mm. So if you see here, there is none in the drawing here, in the question here, telling us what is the unit of the dimension, mm, cm, whatsoever. But as engineer, we would like to expect that if there is no dimension, normally it will be in millimeter. Okay, that's why I say it's in millimeter. So we want to have 10, and then we have another 40 here. All right, you can. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get it from point O to point B, then it's gonna be 50. This 10 plus 40 here. If you are already good at the drawing, if you just want to find out some of the part, you can just keep on the parts that you need, or you can just set the speed of this video a bit faster. Okay, I think that's. And this is our point B. Okay. Then we're gonna have point G here. Which is 25. Go check. Yeah, around that. Okay. 25 there. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm going to use my vertical ruler here. Okay, for your case, you might want to use your want to combine the usage the use of your t square, your set square to get it more faster, to get your answer more faster. Okay, but in my case, I don't have all the set square. I just have 45 degrees set square in this software. Therefore, I'm just gonna use the ruler here. So let's draw our straight line. We have nothing here, so I just want to draw going downward. Okay, about that. And then we're gonna have the 10, the 10. Okay, just okay, all right. This is just a way, a method. If you want, you can just do one by one. You don't have to show all this construction line to such extent. You still have to show some, but you don't have to go to my extent. I just want to show this so that students that are not really have good imagination still wondering on this part here, on this question, there we can see much better view. Uh, okay, right. I think that's correct. Okay, this one just gonna I'm drawing this line here, just the construction line. Okay, I'm just gonna stop with that first, and then we're gonna start drawing something. Oh, yeah, at point O, I forgot. Let's just draw another straight line here. Right, so I'm gonna start with O to A, point A right now. So I'm gonna draw this part here. So point O to point A is okay. How long? So if you notice, this is an ellipse. So ellipse, we know we have major and minor axis. So in this case, it's a vertical ellipse, or in Malay, ellipse tegak. So we know that the longer part, okay, the longer part is our major. So the major axis says it's 140. But remember, major axis is from the first point, the end point to the other end. That is 140. So in this case, because it is half ellipse here, then this is the half of the major axis. So then it's going to be 140 divided by 2, which is going to be 70. Hope you understand that. So I'm just going to use my compasses again and check for 70 mm. Since I'm taking from 10 mm, so supposedly my end should be 80. Not quite sure it's accurate or not, but let's just go with that. Okay, I think. Okay, so 70 from this point O here, and then you want to bring it up here. Okay, now it goes a bit further to the top here. I'm not sure it's going to be the same for you, the same case for you, because I'm not sure how the scaling is going on with the drawing. So I just put in this software. So maybe in your case it doesn't go this to this extent here. Okay, right. But I think I got to do something with this that you can see whole drawing. Okay. Yep. So that is our A 70 mm. So just make sure that you put it meet that point as well. And that is our point. That is going to be our point A here. Right? That's our point A. This is our point B. You know what? Let's just mark that A, and this is our point B. Okay. All right. Then we want to have from point A, we're gonna have 25 time 25 radius quarter circle. So I'm just gonna take 25 then. So I'm going to start from 20, then I should have 45. Okay. Basically, then it's 25 mm. So from here, want to I get maybe this. From point A, I want to get the center point first for the 25 radius, 25 mm radius quarter circle, so that I can draw the whole circle. Yeah, so something like that. If you want, you can draw the whole circle, but I want to get the point that I need. But I think I should go this way a bit. Okay, and then you can use your ruler and combine your your t square, and just line up a perpendicular line here, this point here. Okay, that is your, this is gonna be your H point, this bit here. So A. All right. Next, what we're gonna do, I'm going to draw the ellipse. So the first thing you have to draw is the circle. So for ellipse, I'm gonna use green color. So I want to make it distinguish. So we're gonna have to draw our first, our major, sorry, our major axis first, and the major axis is 70, as we know. Okay, about that. And the point, the center point is at point O. I don't think it's, but if you want, you can draw the whole circle, but I'm just gonna draw the quarter circle because just gonna have quarters ellipse. And then that is our major axis. And then for our minor axis, that would be 100 divided by 2, which is all right. So yeah, from the same center, but this is for our minor. And then what we're gonna do is we want to have our your set square. This is 60. Okay, you can use this one too. Use your set square. Okay, get your 60. This is the angle 60 here. Okay. I don't have, as I said before, I don't have the set square. Okay, if you don't know how to draw the ellipse, you can pause this video and look at my other video talking about how to draw ellipse, just in case you forgot about it, how to draw an ellipse. Just the method. And then this is tegak, this is a vertical ellipse. Therefore, we want to refer at our small circle here. And then at the intersection here, you want to make, since it's vertical, we want to have vertical line as well. So that is the rule. Tegak, tegak. But based on the small circle, the smaller one. So the small circle, we have intersection here. Then you just have to draw like a straight line, vertical straight line on the intersection. Okay. And then based on your bigger circle, then you're going to have a horizontal line here and here. Now, you're going to have your point here, this bit here, this bit here, this bit here, okay, this bit here. That is your ellipse. Okay, remember our width would be our minor circle, our minor axis, and the longer one going to be our major axis. Okay, because we're going to have a vertical ellipse. Okay, then I'm just going to show you. Okay, every time class, every time if you are confident with the object line, you can just actually start draw your object line. I don't have my French curve. I'm not sure we have one or not in this software that I'm using right now. But since I don't know, I'm just gonna start with. Do we have any like line that we can use? Is that, yeah, something like that. Again, class, this not gonna be nice. Not that. But in your case, yeah, not really nice. Okay, I'm just gonna use my pen and my free hands. Make sure this is your thick line. Me, this is your object line, so it should be thick and cross this intersection here. And finally, oh, that's not really nice. All right, okay, that's good enough. I think at least I got the look. And then can also complete this drawing here. This 25, the quarter circle here. Then just pull that up to H point, and then from point H, just gonna draw a straight line to point G. Okay, point G here, point G here. So this gonna get us correct one or not? Yeah, nice. Okay, and I want to make our line a little bit not that thick. I just want to label the point here. Okay, so some student will ask, you might want to ask, do we have to put down the label G O A H and so on? Well, it depends, but I prefer just show them, just get used to it. Don't have to be tak pening kepala lah kata orang Melayu. Okay, so for point G, we have a line here, but it doesn't show any of the distance. So I'm just going to take from point O and go back a little bit on the 10, this part here. And from this 10, this line here, 70 will go to this center of this first quadrant, third quadrant circle here. I don't know what does it call. Quarter circles. Okay, so let's do that. Let's bring our compasses and get the 70. Just gonna start with 20, therefore we are going to have 90 then. Basically, I just want to get 70. And let's not forget change the color to construction line first. So here from point the 10 mm here, go to back 10 mm here, gonna have F, the distance of 70. So I just have to for that change it back, file, and have our ruler to extend the line here. All right, so yeah, that is our 70. That is our point F there. So let's just mark that point. That would be our point F. And then this point F gonna have a radius of 15. So let's get our 15 radius. I'm starting with 10. Therefore, gonna have 25. And let's just draw using construction line. Okay, I'm just gonna use green color so that you can see. Okay, and then with that, let's just use our vertical. I'm going to use object line one because I'm pretty sure we have an object line here. So that would be make it a bit closer. Try to get as accurate as much. Point here. And from point G to the end of the small circle there, we're gonna have an object line as well. Yep. Okay. And then we're gonna redraw, put it back on the line there. Okay, all right. As I said, it wouldn't get that accurate. I'm using this software, but as long as you get the idea, what I'm more concerned on. And it's very tiring my hand using the mouse to make sure it's accurate because I have to really give a pinch on the mouse. So excuse me if that is not the best I could give. Okay, now almost there. And then we're gonna have point E over here. Make it smaller. I'm just gonna label point E there. You notice this is point E. Okay, right. So point E, we're gonna have a line here that connect to the point D here. All right. So can we get the point D there? Yeah, I think so. Because it says here, we're gonna go down 60 mm, and then if you bring this line straight horizontally to the left, and then if you notice this 10 mm going down, it will meet to get our circle 20. And this 20, right, on this 20 you're gonna get first. So let's try that first. Okay, so at point B we go down 60, so let's just label that. So I'm starting at 20, so we should get at 80. Trying to get accurate as possible, but usual. Okay, yellow color for construction line, and here, and then we're gonna bring, this is the 10 mm, this is 60, and it should meet other point. Yep, and this is our point for our radius, for our center point, our center. Just gonna put a jot there. So let's go using just green color, and then you want to draw the 20 mm radius, almost a complete circle. So I'm just going to draw a complete circle for that one. And it's going to start at 20, so it's going to be 20. Right, so yeah, from the center point, trying to get it as much as possible, but of course, as usual, it's not easy. Okay, now I got that. And then, okay, all right. All right, if you notice, if we go down there and straight down, just make a straight line then, and it meets this, the circle here, and that is our point D. So if you notice, we just continue our line here on this straight line. Okay, and if we meet that, and this point here, this intersection is going to be our point D. This is our point D. Okay, so now just going to use another ruler so that you can see the difference. So we use ruler, or we just use straight line. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I think we're just going to use straight line. From point E here. Oh, I forgot. Haven't changed it to straight line. Okay, and I want to change the color to yellow first because this is construction line. And then it's going to go straight to the point D here. So okay, this one is not object line, I believe so. This is just want to show you, and that it goes to point D. So this is still construction line, but we want to draw our hexagon here, semi-hexagon here. So first of all, what you're going to do is you want to bisect this line here. Okay, so let's try and get to this point here. So it meets the D. Oops, excuse me. Yellow first. You know what? For the work, I'm just gonna use green color. Not quite sure does it meet or not. Let's just believe so. It touch. So you want to draw. Okay, I don't think green color is a good idea. We're gonna get confused with this one. I'm gonna use red color instead. So bisecting one on the other side and the other side, and change the position of our marking point, our reference point on the other side. Okay, maybe that one without changing the distance. Get the yep. Then I have our straight line to get ourselves. Okay, and that would be all right. And this, when I touch here, that will be our center point. We want to draw a semicircle now. By taking the distance from the center point to the end of any one of the point, either point E or point D, you can just decide one as our use right then. Semicircle. Again, as I said, point here, it's not accurate, but yeah. And then without changing the distance there, what you're gonna do is you want to put here 1, and if you want to, you can start from here. I'm just gonna start with here. Can be from other side, doesn't matter. And this one here, and then for this one, I'm just gonna use object line to make a line here. Oops, excuse me. Later. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, all right. Better. I think you get the point. And to this point. Okay, that is our semi-hexagon. All right, and then the last part is to get ourselves this arc here, which is 70 mm in radius. So first of all, we want to appreciate that here, let's color, all right. Okay, if this is your circle, and then if you always remember that the tangent point is always have to connect with the center point, and if we just continue, and then and this one, okay, all right. So it says that we have arc that is 70 mm, meaning that if we take from point B where it meets here, and just get like any point 70, something like that. Okay, maybe here. Okay, this and here 70 mm. Okay, it must be that 70 because it says that it meets this point here, which is 70. So meaning that we're gonna have our center point of this big radius, 70 mm radius here, this 70 mm circle here, to be around here. And then the other one is we're gonna take from here. But remember, this is 70, which is supposedly from this point to this point is gonna be 70. But since we are taking from this point here, then this is gonna be 50. Right, so let's stop talking and just look at how I'm going to do that. So let's start with 70. I think this is 70 already. Yep. And start from point A. I have to be very careful with this part here. So from point B, we're going to have 70. Okay, because we know that the center point should be somewhere on this line here, but we're not sure exactly where's the point. So we're going to have another point from here to take the other distance here to get another intersection to get the right, get the distance. But we have here. Yeah, right. But the distance should be 50 only. Okay, because we take from the center point. Remember, it always from 20. We have 20, and then we're gonna have another 50. So I'm using this here. Is it accurate? Because really have trouble. Okay, and then we know that we're not gonna. Now we're gonna have the center point. Then now we know that we can get the 70. So let's go back to our 70. And draw here. Yeah, it meets there. Well, it's not that accurate, but good enough. Okay, I think should meet here actually. Again, as I said before, the accuracy using this software is not that good. Okay, now that is your 70 mm. So because we know this is our object line, so I'm just going to use object line instead. And get to the, and then from here, I would have complete the semicircle, the arc, the 20 mm arc here, and meet there. Okay, so that one, I think this is gonna be our answer. That we just before that, let's label everything. Point D, we're gonna have point C here. Point O, yeah. B, yeah. Do we have anything else? Point E, yeah. F, G. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And that's it. That is for our answer. Again, class, if you notice, this is not that accurate, but yeah, as I said, this is we are using the software. It's very difficult to get the accurate answer. But this is basically the main answer. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. And if you think this video is helping you, please give me a like. And if you know, it's a big help if you share to your friend as well. Okay, thank you very much. That's all we're gonna see in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and bye bye.